Rise by Katy Perry describes my experience being raised by an alcoholic. We all have that one family member who is drunk and who might need help, but we don't know the resource to help him or help them. That one drunk family member was my father. I was raised in a difficult household from where I learned how to be a better person. Following, I'll be describing when I discovered my father's addiction, how it affected me in comprehending emotions, and the turn out of a proper treatment. At the age of 9, I discovered my father's addiction with alcohol. My father had two drastic personalities, one being sober and another one being under the influence. While being sober, he was a great father and husband who will always look out for my mother and I. Under the influence, he was a possessive person who will scream to whoever tried to be in his way. One night, I was watching TV when I heard his card arrived. He approached to me, asking where my mother was, who was at the next room. He demanded me to learn from her mistakes. As he enters the room, I could hear the reclamations and questioning he was implying to her. That night, I felt responsible for telling him where my mother was. At the age of 12, I was scared to love others from witnessing my mother suffering from IPV. What is IPV? By the CDC, violence prevention is an intimate partner violence, which is defined as an abusive action like physical, sexual, and psychological aggression by a current or former intimate partner. Katie described this feeling by saying, "I must stay conscious throughout the madness and the chaos." I started to distance myself from those who showed to care about me, experiencing from an unstable lifestyle and distrusting those around me, hiding my real feelings to meet others' expectations and not my own. At the age of 18, I left him behind to start a new beginning. One, I could get a proper treatment, starting by arriving in the United States and living with my aunt and not my parents was a big relief. For once in my life, I had a stable lifestyle where I could focus in my passions and discovered who I am, from which Katie describes in one of her lyrics saying, "I'll fight it, I will fight it, I will transform." Have you ever heard of Al-Anon before? By Al-Anon Family Group, the definition is people who have been affected by somebody else's drinking. Sharing the loved one's drinking problem was a common theme for this group. The program allowed me to express my honest feelings, manage my stress from work and school. It made me a more positive person. In conclusion, sometimes life places a few obstacles in our path and we might think it's the worst thing in the world. However, the side effects of rising from them, it's greater than the falling. We shall embrace every obstacle presented in our past, present, and future with open arms. And as Katie says, when you think the final nail is in, think again. Don't be surprised. I will still rise. Thank you.